What is going on, comic book community? Doing something a little bit different today. Instead of using my main way of filming, I'm actually going to be using my phone. So I hope the audio is good, and I hope the picture is nice and clear. Second thing I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be talking about the 5 DC and 5 Marvel books that I am looking to pick up for my PC this year. So stay tuned to see what I'm looking to pick up. Okay, guys, so, like I said, I'm looking to pick up 5 DC keys and 5 Marvel keys. These books are books that I solely, obviously for the PC. I think they're good buys, and honestly, I really just want them because they got some nice key significance to them, and to me, they're more important. I will say I'm definitely more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy. I still love Marvel, don't get me wrong, but DC, I grew up watching Batman 1989. I was 5 years old when I first saw that movie, which was like in, 98 or 99. And I've been hooked on DC since then. Batman the Animated Show, Justice League Unlimited. Grew up with a lot of DC, and then I didn't start really getting into Marvel until, I watched a few of the Spider-Man movies when I was a kid, but I really didn't get into Marvel until the Avengers came out, and then I rewatched the films leading up to that, and I've been hooked ever since. But let's jump into the 5 DC keys I'm looking for, and I'm going to be honest, this is no particular order, like number 1 being the one I want the most. It's just the five books I'm looking to pick up and add this year. Let's start off with Green Lantern, number 87. It is the first appearance of Jon Stewart as Green Lantern. As we know, we have gotten news that him and Hale Jordan will be doing a detective team-up kind of story. I think it sounds very interesting, and it could be very good, depending on who's writing and who's directing that show. Obviously, DC is... While James Gunn and Peter are doing the mix of TV shows and movies just like Marvel, and I think that works. I think Marvel's doing a good job with that. I've been catching up on my Disney Plus shows. I think it works like that. It fleshes out more, and we can get more story, and then, you can see these TV shows transfer over into the movies with the characters. So yeah, Green Lantern 87 is on the list for this year. Another one that I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and I should have before the announcement, but Infinite Crisis number 5. First full appearance of the 3rd Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes. I actually have his first Blue Beetle solo series. I have his, and this is his 3rd appearance, by the way, Infinite Crisis. Second appearance. I know he appears, and I think in Infinite Crisis 4 without the suit, but 5 is when he finally gets the suit. So I want to pick that up. I'm actually excited for Blue Beetle. I think it looks decent. I don't expect it to do 100 mil at the box office, but I think it's going to be a good movie, and it looks fun and entertaining. So Infinite Crisis number 5 is on the list. Third one I'm definitely looking at, and this has got quite a few first appearances in it. DC Comics presents 26. First Teen Titans first team, or the new Teen Titans team. It's also the first appearance of Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. I think that's an underrated key anyway, as far as I'm concerned. And it seems from what a lot of people say in the community is not a lot of people like having it, because while it has got a lot of first appearances and it's the first new Teen Titans team appearance, they're on the cover, but it's like a very small little square of the cover, and people say it's one of the worser covers for first appearances. I still think, it's got Superman on it. I forget who he's battling, but I think it's a great key to have. I think it's undervalued, and I think knowing the DCU coming up, it sounds like Teen Titans are going to probably play a big role in there, and I'm hoping they do. I want to see them in live action. I know they had their TV show. I didn't watch that. I heard it's good, though. So, yeah. DC Comics Presents 26 is on the list. Static number 1, first appearance of Static Shock. What more can you say? It's the first appearance of Static. I remember seeing him. I don't know if it's him exactly or if it's a different version of him, but I believe in Batman Beyond, the animated series, he's in there. And Static Shock, I feel like, is another smaller type DC hero that hasn't gotten the love that he deserves. And somebody asked if he would be in the DCU, and I can't remember if James Gunn flat out said yes or no. Well, I didn't say no, but I think he kind of hinted that he would. And James and Peter want to bring in the smaller type heroes for the DCU as well. So, hey, let's do it. And I think that book, rumors going around, and I think there's a movie in production, or a show possibly live action in production, or at least they're talking about it. So I feel like that's a good key to pick up. It's very underrated and underpriced right now. The last book that I want to pick up on the DC side this year is Detective Comics 359. This is a pricey book. Actually, it's probably it's probably the priciest book out of the whole list. For reasons being, it's the first appearance of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl in her first appearance, and it's also the first Killer Moth in the Silver Age. While Killer Moth isn't that big of a rogue villain, it's so nice to have a Silver Age rogue villain appearance, but knowing that Barbara Gordon's first appearance as herself and as Batgirl in there, it's a must-have for Batman PC owners. Definitely, I want to own it. I'm always looking for lower-grade books because it's what I can afford, and I'm okay with a 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. I mean, I wish I could afford the 9.8s, but not going to happen. But, yeah, I'm looking for Detective Comics 359, and obviously we know Brave and the Bold's coming out, and Damian Wayne is going to be under Bruce's wing, training as the Robin. So I'm assuming, and I think what's gonna pretty much happen is, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, Barbara Gordon's already gonna be in there. Jason Todd will probably already be somewhere in the universe. I would imagine that Bat Family aspect, they're gonna be in the films, and I feel like Batgirl, again, another character that needs more love in the universe, and I'm hoping to see more of her. We got the Batgirl film that was canceled, so we'll see. So those are my top 5 DC pickups I want this year. So let's move on to the top 5 Marvels. And yes, I have a notepad. I have written down what issues and the appearances are. Just so I can remember. Let's start off with one of the first ones for the Marvel pickups. ASM number 50. Which is the first appearance of Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. Love Daredevil. I just recently got to meet Charlie and Vincent a few months back, or actually a couple weeks back, but first Kingpin, not only that, but it's a classic ASM cover. I do not collect I really don't collect ASM. Simply, not because I don't like Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man, but because he's got so many books, so many big pricey books, and I'm focusing on the Batman PC right now. But I wouldn't mind having a few keys here and there, and Kingpin being up there, his first appearance, and then I think, 351 is his first cover appearance. Really, honestly, Kingpin shifted over from being a Spider-Man rogue villain, and then went into Daredevil, and obviously we have it now where Kingpin is mostly Daredevil's big bad, but first appearance of Kingpin has to be on there. The second one I'm looking at is a modern book, probably the first real modern book, other than Infinite Crisis on DC's side. Captain America number 25 is the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. A bit late for that too, knowing that Sam from the show a few years back is already Cap, but I think it's a great pickup and a great book to have in the PC. And I'm looking forward to, it was New World Order, but now I believe it's Captain America Brave New World. But I'm hearing great things about it, and I'm excited for that movie. Moving on, Tales of Suspense number 57. This is definitely an oldie, but a goodie. It is the first appearance and origin of Hawkeye, and it's the third appearance of Black Widow. Huge Hawkeye fan. Yeah, I know Kate Bishop is pretty much taking over that role, and I look forward to her in the future, and I think it's going to be great. I would like to see Jeremy maybe return one more time to either, like, officially retire the character. I'm thinking they may have him come back. Like, I would hate to see him show up in an Avengers film with Kate and then, like, have him do, like, the sacrifice thing. I mean, it could work out, but I would like them to leave it so maybe after the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, maybe have it where he, like, retires from the action, but he's still in the movies as a mentor to Kate. They could do the West Coast Avengers kind of thing, maybe. So, but first appearance of Hawkeye, Tales of Suspense, number 57, it's on the list. Another book that I want to pick up, Iron Man, number 55, first appearance of Thanos. While he has come and gone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he could always still pop up here and there in certain movies. I've heard rumors that they might bring him back at some point, and I know he's pretty much had his point, you know, his big moment, obviously, from Infinity War and Endgame. But it's a great first appearance, and it's also another, actually, Iron Man 55 is a 5 or 6 first appearance book. But probably the two that stand out the most, obviously number 1 being Thanos, but it's also the first appearance of Drax the Destroyer. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 just happened, and, you know, I feel like Drax, while they didn't have the Destroyer side really come out in the MCU, I wish we would have seen more of that. But it's a great first appearance, and I'm trying to collect all the first appearances of all the Guardians. I think that would be kind of cool. And I honestly didn't even know Drax's first appearance was in Iron Man 55, or even Thanos's. But yeah, so that's on the list. And the last book I am looking to pick up on the Marvel side is a series and a character that I love. Daredevil, issue number 131. First appearance of Bullseye. What more can you say? Bullseye, probably other than Kingpin, Bullseye and Kingpin are right up there as the top 2 villains of Daredevil. Bullseye has caused a lot of problems in Matt's life and has caused Matt to lose a lot. With Born Again coming out, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. We had Bullseye appear in Netflix Season 3's Daredevil, and I enjoyed it, and it seemed like Season 4 was going to officially make him the Bullseye character, but it doesn't seem like Born Again is going to follow through with that, technically. It doesn't, at least it's going to be a soft reboot, but I would expect that with Born Again and rumors that, well, it's not even rumors, I think we know now that Daredevil is going to play a huge part. He's going to have, I think it's an 18 episode that they're filming. I'm assuming they're going to break it down to 2 seasons, I would imagine. I can't see one season being 18 episodes long, but I think Daredevil in the future is going to play a big role in a lot of the movies. I think they realize Charlie Cox has that stardom and a lot of people behind him. And I would like to see, you know, if they're rebooting his character in Vincent's while making it almost similar, I would like to see Bullseye finally come back into play. I would like to see Elektra. I would like to see that storyline play out. I would even love to see them do the Chip Zdarsky storyline where Matt and Elektra get married and take over the hand and do that kind of stuff. That would be cool, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, guys, that's it. Like I said, different video. Hope this kind of works out. What I'm going to do is, for every book I announce, I'm going to show a picture of it here on the side. I want to see if that works. And, yeah. do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. We just finally hit 230 subscribers. I really appreciate it. We just hit 1,400 followers on Instagram. Follow me on there as well. Yeah, just having fun with the channel and stuff. And, you know, comic book collecting has been really good to me. I've probably bought way more books in the first 5-6 months that we're in now in this year than I did last year. And I actually have some pretty big, I have one huge Grail book coming in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to film that video eventually when that comes in. I have a huge, a nice, at least, well, no, with actually both hauls, I probably have almost a 10 to 15 book haul of straight keys. And one's a massive Grail, and another one is a second big book. And I can't wait to show you guys. And all, you know, just all going to be a big key haul. So that's going to be great. And yeah, so that's it. Until next time, stay safe, take care of each other, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Josh's Comics.